Hi. We like to talk about generating a conversation between the past and the present here at the Eastside Freedom Library, and the collections of books are a good vehicle for that kind of conversation. Here we are at a time where railroad labor is in the news. Also at this time, trying to figure out the politics going on in the state of Texas are in the news. They're things that occupy our thinking. And it's rather miraculous that here at the Eastside Freedom Library, we have a collection of books that were given to us before he passed away by a railroad labor activist in Texas named Gary Kennedy. And Gary's books managed to probe both issues of railroad labor and issues of politics in the state of Texas. So let me show you some of Gary's books. We have Citizens at Last, the women's suffrage movement in Texas, in case you didn't think there was a women's suffrage movement in Texas. We have Marxists and Utopias in Texas, in case you didn't think there were Marxists or utopians in Texas. You can get a very different sense of Texas history and possibilities from Gary's books. We have Progressives and Prohibitionists, Texas Democrats in the Wilson era. We can see that Gary, who was hopping on and off trains for more than 30 years of his life, also did a good deal of thoughtful reading. We have a book on Reconstruction in Texas. Let us not forget that Texas was a slave state. Texas was part of the Confederacy after the United States government invaded Texas in 1848 and made it part of the United States through the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. We have race and class in Texas politics, and I think if we can untangle race and class in Texas, we go a long way to understanding our own challenges of race and class here in Minnesota. And we have Texas under the carpetbaggers. So, if you thought that there wasn't critical thinking going on in Texas, that people weren't generating their own conversation between the past and the present, come in and look at Gary Kennedy's books and find out the really interesting kinds of critical thinking that take place and have taken place in that state to our direct south. So come in and work with Gary's books. Thank you.